What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Best Moments in Star Wars. I'm Jerome.
And I'm Nick.
And today we're talking about Solo, a Star Wars story.
It ended all the Star Wars stories.
It certainly did.
I don't know if that's true, but
It did.
I got a bad feeling about this.
So this is our 10 good things about Solo, a Star Wars story. And I gotta say, this was the hardest for me to do. Of all the we've watched, Phantom Menace, Attack of the Clones, Revenge of the Sith, and now this. And we'll get to our ranking at the end, but this was by far the worst. My number one, the speedster chase in the beginning was pretty cool.
that is also my number one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I thought it was pretty cool.
I liked that bit. I wish there was kind of some more, because that'd have been, if that, like, it's Han Solo, he's like ground, not traveling through space and stuff. Like, if it was more like that, him running from people, I think that would have been more neat, but we just got that one scene, and the rest was kind of generic Han Solo stuff to me. But I really liked that opening bit with that. I thought that was pretty neat.
Yeah,
He does that one cool move where he's like, and goes down the other way.
Then he gets through the little crack, but doesn't quite make
I
it.
did like this where he does just like in the other stars. He's like, watch this, and then fucks up.
Yeah, that's like his trademark.
Yeah.
I just enjoy this movie because I want to know how Han Solo was before Star Wars.
He's same dude. He didn't act any different.
Yeah, he did. He's in love.
He's in love in all the
You
other
think
movies.
you'd love this movie because
He's grabbing Leia and kissing her.
Don't ever do that again.
Number 2, Han meets Chewie. He falls down in the pit. It's kind of like Return of the Jedi. With, like, Luke going down there and the monster comes, except when the monster comes out, it's Han's friend, and we know that. They kind of make a plan together to get beat up and then make the stormtroopers fall down.
Yeah, I like that too. That's also my number 2.
Can you stop copying me?
I don't know. I haven't seen the rest of your list.
Yeah.
But I also have Han being a deserter in the Empire.
Mhm.
I kind of combine those.
two together.
Yeah, because I found that interesting that he was like, yeah, I was a pilot, but then I
See,
couldn't
that's
listen.
another thing. If they would have went more into that route, made this like a war movie.
How long do you want this movie? Like an 8-hour movie? I want more
No.
of this and this and...
See, that's what you don't make any fucking sense. I'm not saying add these scenes to make it a 30-minute longer movie. I'm saying take out the other dumb shit, like him doing the thing in 12 parsecs. That was the dumbest bit of the movie. Take out those parts.
The only part that he's known for, like his most famous part, you want to take out?
Yeah, but that part was dumb as fuck in
No,
this
it
movie.
wasn't.
They go through a little side thing with meteors, and there's a squid there. They make it go through a black hole, and that's the whole famous Kessel Run.
Yeah, he took a shortcut.
I always thought the Kessel Run was like an adult's pod racing thing. He did it in 12 parsecs.
Well, they made it up as they went along.
Yeah, and they made it dumb. But what I was gonna say before you rudely interrupted me.
You're very angry.
Is if they would have just, like, if it started out with him, like, running stuff, he's trying to get his girl, she gets caught away, he has to join the army, and then it's like a war movie, he meets Woody Harrelson, and, like...
That's what happened.
Yeah, but keep going with the war, like, you see him fighting with stormtroopers and shit.
Well, how long is he supposed to... They're just supposed to make up shit? Like, he's just...
The whole movie is them making up shit, what do you mean? They're
Well,
making up an origin for him. If they're already saying he fought in the wars, show us him fighting in the wars a little bit.
I don't think he stuck around very long.
My third, the train heist, and I have a side... It's your third too, isn't it, motherfucker?
It was hard for me to actually put him in because...
I almost erased this one because like the train heist, like I did it and I was like, oh, there's probably other stuff because this isn't that amazing. But then I had a side note that I wanted to add in here. So
Oh, what's your side note?
My side note is the explosion when they're carrying the crate away and they drop the little crate and it hits and does a little like watery explosion that goes back in. That's from Slow Mo Guys.
Oh, really?
They saw Gavin's video in Slow Mo Guys. That that's really cool. That would work perfect. So then they emailed him and he's like, yeah, sure. You can use my explosion. So like they like copied it in like CGI and redid it with all these models. You can find a video online of them doing it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, but that's from him.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Would you hear that in their podcast or something?
Gavin mentioned it, and then in the Receipt podcast, they showed like a clip of it.
I like it. It was it was fun. It was like
It is cool seeing a train heist with like Chewie and Han there.
yeah,
like, I
and,
think
the,
if
and
it
the
was-
trains
if-
like moving up and down.
Yeah.
and there's bad guys and shooting and
Did you know that?
I don't know why Maeve
the
killed
little,
herself,
The little
though.
monkey dude that dies is voiced by Jon Favreau.
oh no, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Really?
If I would have known that while watching this, that would have been in my list. But I didn't figure that out after the fact. Donald Glover as Lando. Are you fucking kidding me?
I have Lando and also L3.
That's another. I didn't like L3 in this movie either.
Well, now I know you're missing a link.
I didn't find.
She's probably the
What's
best
funny
part
is
of the
I was
movie.
looking forward to her because you watched this movie. See, that's another thing too. That's very unfair. I watch these movies as a movie. You watch them as like 15-minute episodes of a TV show.
That's not
So you're
true.
like, oh, I got a little bit of hand. Let's go play some Call of Duty. Ooh, got a little bit of Lando. Let's go play some
You
Madden.
could do it
I'm
that
watching the whole thing because I don't watch movies like a fucking dutz.
Duds?
Dunce.
What are you talking about?
Who watches a movie like that? Like
I've
you
already
watch like 25 minutes of Rogue One at the gym on the treadmill,
Yeah.
and you're gonna watch it probably like in 25 minutes tomorrow, and then you watch the rest the next day, which we could do a video. Who watches a movie like that?
I've already seen it. It's not like it's my first time watching it.
Yeah, but it's an experience while watching it. You're like, this is because your opinion's gonna change as you watch it throughout the day.
No.
My number 5.
Wait, no. Why don't you like L3?
Oh, she's just another. It's just another sassy robot in Star Wars.
Please don't start.
Oh, what? You'll have me wiped? You couldn't get from here to Black Spire without me. Now you're gonna make the Kessel Run?
She literally
Like,
makes
why is
sex
every
jokes.
why is every robot that communicates to someone in a story have to be some sassy robot? They got it like Star Wars got it with C-3PO. Rogue One has one. This has one. It just seemed more of the same to me.
Okay. I thought it was funny.
Like it would. I do like. It is interesting that Lando has a relationship with her. I find that kind of interesting.
It's also funny that they upload her into the Millennium Falcon, and then that's what makes it like one of the best ships in the galaxy.
When C-3PO goes, oh, this has mysterious dialect. In
yeah,
episode 4.
yeah. I like the way they made that happen.
Yeah, I like that, but I don't like her. My number 5, the mask Lando is wearing from Return of the Jedi.
Oh yeah,
It's just kind of neat that they brought
but
that
it's
back.
Woody Harrelson wearing it. Yeah, mine is Chewbacca and Beckett playing. I think it's called Dejeric, but I don't know. how
Oh,
to pronounce-
the weird chest thing.
Yeah,
Yeah, I did like that, seeing his first time Chewbacca playing that.
yeah.
Yeah, that was kind of neat. My next one is that we learned that Chewie is 190 years old.
Oh yeah, I forgot about
Mhm.
that. My next one is Beckett wearing Lando's costume from Return of the Jedi.
Lando ditches them after Han's speech. I actually really like that scene, and he's like walks down there and like because it seemed very Han Solo-y.
Oh, for sure.
And he's like, I got a million. I don't know if he said stormtroopers already. I got a million soldiers in there, blah 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 blah, and they're gonna get you in one click or one hit of a button or whatever, and then it just boom, flies off. But then it gets stupid because it's a twist, and all these people are good guys that were chasing him and shit.
It's so Han, and it's also so Lando.
Yeah.
But yeah, I like that scene too. I didn't write that down though. So for one, we have.
Oh, finally something different.
Yeah.
Finally, you get to bring something to the table.
So I took this one out, and then had to put it back in.
You pulled it back in.
And then I had to put it back in because I only had 9. L3 liberating the droids. Because I thought it was funny where she's like, at first she's like, she hits the fucking restraining bolt off and
And we're
goes,
just like, hey, get out of here. We gotta do this. Oh, restraining bolts and just to get it
yeah,
off of him.
yeah, and then she's like, just do whatever you want. And then the fucking droids go crazy. I just
Yeah.
thought that was kind of funny.
It is
So at
kinda
the
neat.
same time she's liberating the droids,
That-
Chewie is liberating,
Other Chewbacca. He's getting the C-3PO Chewbacca.
yeah, and they just all, it's just fucking chaos, although it didn't end good for L3.
I liked that scene because it reminded me of when he's like, we're all good here now. Like that whole bit where they're going into like the base that they're
Oh,
supposed
yeah.
to be at and all that.
yeah.
I thought that was kind of neat. Woody Harrelson gives Han Solo the idea to go to Jabba. Because he goes,
Yeah.
hey, you want to go to Tatooine? There's a big bounty hunter there, a big gangster there. He can give you good stuff.
Who said that?
Woody Harrelson.
Oh.
He,
Why did he talk like
he didn't
that?
talk like that in your movie?
No,
I might have watched the wrong movie.
probably. Would explain a lot.
But I thought that was neat that they even like it's silly because they always bring up shit like that in these origin movies. But it's cool, like, oh, he's gonna go to Lando when you know what he's gonna do and all that, you know.
Jabba.
Jabba.
Yeah.
Sorry, I get my brain's kind of like
Fried?
mush.
Yeah, I could see that. Yeah, no, that shit's cool. That's what I liked about this movie.
Mm-hmm.
It's
See,
just-
there was okay,
like you know where it's
there was a
going.
couple parts I like, but there's a lot in between that's pretty boring.
You know where it's going. But the first time you watched it, you didn't know there was going to be like a double, triple
Well,
cross.
yeah, that's why the first time watching this movie's entertaining, but I don't think it's a very good rewatchable movie.
It's probably not as good rewatching it,
Mm-hmm.
but I still enjoyed it.
I will admit though, it is entertaining the first time watching. it.
My next one is Voss's weapon. I don't know what you call those. It was like a little lightsaber
It
dagger.
was a mini Darth Maul dagger.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It reminded me of Game of Thrones, where everyone has Valerian swords,
Mm-hmm.
and then someone had a Valerian dagger. It's like, why'd you just make a sword?
Yeah.
Why'd you cut it like this?
They,
But,
they think it's cool, dude.
yeah, I guess.
Hey, I got dagger.
All right, what's your next?
My last one. My next one is I like the entire double cross this scene when like because he's talking to him when he tells him, "Hey, go to Jabba," and he's like, people are predictable, blah blah blah." And then he goes up there. He actually brings the whatever it's called, that blue stuff,
Yeah.
and the explosive blue milk. he brings it up, actually brings it up, and he's like, wow, how'd you get it to look like this? It actually is it. He's like, well, because it isn't. He's like, no, but I know it's not because my associate. And you're like, fucking Emilia Clarke, you little bitch. Like, why would you little... And then she didn't snitch on him, and then it's really Woody Harrelson, and he walks in, and he's like, yeah, I knew that, because you said people are predictable. And he's like, gotcha. And then they got a whole fight. That is a very good scene.
The second time watching it, I was like, well, I don't remember, because then they open it up, and the other ones are empty at the other place. And I'm like, well, so what... Oh, it is that one. Oh,
that's why the whole time I was watching, I was like, even though that was the one part that I was like, I even know it, but this is a cool scene. I'll give him that.
See, I don't like that you're taking away from a movie with having, like, twists just because you know the twist.
Well, it's my opinion, Doc.
No, I know.
No, but that's how
your opinion sucks.
That's how I judge a lot of movies, is their rewatchability.
Well, maybe you should do the rewatchables with Bill Simmons.
Hey, Bill Simmons, hit me up. I'd be more entertaining than this guy, I bet.
I'm not on the rewatchables.
Exactly.
What the fuck are you talking about?
No, but I do that a lot. Like, if we watch any of the movies, I usually bring up
So what's the most rewatchable movie of all time?
the Scream franchise.
Movie.
Yeah, Scream.
That's the most rewatchable movie?
I mean, I've watched it a lot.
A movie with a twist at the end where it's two killers?
Yeah.
But it's
No, those are very good rewatchable movies. There's a lot like that, though. Like, a lot of...
Yeah.
Like, any of the other Star Wars we watched, 4, 5, and 6
You know what the most
are really
rewatchable
good
movie of all
rewatchable.
time is?
What?
You know what the most rewatchable...
No, we're not bringing up their stupid Matt Damon movie, playing poker and shit.
No, the most rewatchable movie of all time.
What?
Snatch.
What's your next one?
Darth Maul. So, he had like little robot feet, didn't he?
Well, yeah, that's from the Clone
Yeah.
Wars.
Why did he do his lightsaber? That's the only part I didn't
You
like.
know why? Because they filmed that scene multiple times. They did it once, and they're like, yeah, it's good. But let's do it again where you click your lightsaber, because people might not know who you are. That's literally why he has his lightsaber. Because he goes, ding, like, oh, 2 lightsabers. Darth Maul.
Shut the fuck up.
That's why they did that.
Shut the fuck up.
That's the reason why.
I was watching, oh, it's cool he's in it. I mean, you know,
I-
he's not a Sith anymore.
The only thing that's dumb about this is...
Did you become not a Sith?
No, see, he came back. He went to Palpatine and was like, oh, I want to work with you. And Palpatine was like, yeah, I got this old fucker working with me, Count Dooku, so go fuck yourself. This is all in the Clone Wars. So then
Yeah.
he went off and did some crime shit, and then apparently this is what he was doing, and then we're never going to see it again.
Right.
But then the dumb thing about bringing him back is, right when they brought him back in this, they brought him back in Rebels. He walks over to Obi-Wan, like, seconds before Emperor goes, Luke, in the opening of the movie. And, like, they have a, like, really almost shittier lightsaber duel than Obi-Wan and Darth
Obi-Wan's
Vader.
old.
And he dies in Obi-Wan's arms. So it's kind of silly. Like, they should have waited to bring him back in one or the other. Because we knew
It's
he's
still cool to
died.
see him.
It was cool to see him, but we know nothing like very interesting story-wise can come out of that. If we know he's gonna die in a couple of years.
Well, they're all gonna die. Han Solo's gonna die in a couple of years
He
too.
dies way later by his son. He gets kebabbed.
I got one more. Han winning back the Millennium Falcon.
What was that? That scene, I like that he got it back, because in the movie I was a little confused. I was like, hey, he's supposed to get it. And I was like, oh yeah, there's more movies. He'll win it later on. But then I feel like that was like that almost seemed like an after-credit scene in the movie.
Yeah,
With him
almost.
going in there to get it back.
But it was necessary.
But I did like that he took his little card.
Yeah, right at the beginning too. I like they showed it.
Yeah.
And then
He's like, oh, you would have won if you had this, you little bitch. And he flicked it at his forehead.
see you in
and,
Cloud City
and
when
him
you
and-
fuck
him and
me over.
Chewbacca went, Pew.
All right, so rate these bitches.
You want my ranking? Sorry,
Yeah.
it's time for rank that movie.
Why do you gotta be weird?
We gotta give it an intro. How would you do it? Yeah, it's time for rank that movie. It's time for us to sit down and rank the movie.
Phantom Menace.
Oh, so we're starting bottom.
Yeah.
I wanted to lead to the bottom, but okay.
No.
I meant, yeah, I guess you don't want to say your best. Okay, my bottom, Solo.
You're stupid.
It really is. It was the most
No.
out of the ones we've
No,
watched.
you've,
it's the
you've
most
lost all
boring.
credibility.
Oh, people will respect me for that.
No, they won't.
They might.
Phantom Menace is the worst movie.
I agree it's the worst movie made, and Solo is a better made movie, but watching them, like, okay, Phantom Menace is a bad movie, Solo is a boring movie. I'd rather watch the bad movie than a boring movie.
All right, Attack of the Clones.
Phantom Menace.
And then Solo.
Attack of the Clones.
It's the second best movie.
Yes, second best movie of these 4.
And then Revenge of the Sith.
Revenge of the Sith for me, too. At least we agree on something.
You know, I agree that you're lost your marbles.
No, I'm just, how am I, like, a dumb person.
I'm not saying like Solo's not the best movie I've ever seen.
Someone had ice cream before this video.
It's not my favorite movie of all time. Solo.
You're acting like it. You
No,
think
actually, it'd be
Ron Howard's
second-
your favorite director of all time.
Second favorite apparently because I said Sith was better.
Yeah, it's your second favorite movie of all time.
But I enjoy it. I like it. It's not bad.
This is the first one of these that we watched that I had a bad time watching.
Yeah, you still confuse me with liking Attack of the Clones and like.
I like their love stuff. I don't know what it is. I don't know what to tell you. It was entertaining. He's like, I hate seeing. I'm like, I feel.
Did you start writing poetry too?
Mm-hmm. Roses are red and violets are blue. I love my dad, and I'll fuck you.
All right. Thanks for watching.
I got a bad feeling about this.
Thanks for watching, everybody. Please like, subscribe, comment down below your ranking and what you thought about Solo. If you think it's boring, tell me Nick's a fucking idiot. And we'll see you guys next time for Rogue One, a Star Wars story.